friends, I'm out with my kids today and we did a little bit of running around, and while we were out we stopped at another thrift store, of course. So I actually gave them each a little budget of like, I don't know, a few dollars, and told them that they could pick out a new shirt because school is coming. And you guys, I know if you've been here, maybe I've mentioned my kids don't go to school. We homeschool. We have 3 girls. Actually, big news, one of them is hitting a very exciting milestone. I'll tell you guys about that later. She's actually 19, so she's been graduated. My other daughters are 13 and 10. If you hear a lot of little voices in the background, my 13, well, both the girls, they're babysitting for a couple other little girls at our house. And so if you hear little voices or little screams, those are happy sounds. But don't mind those, like nothing bad is happening. They are perfectly fine. They're having a good old time. But yeah, back to school. I like to find a couple new things for the girls as we step into fall. So I gave them a little budget. So they picked out a couple new clothing items. I picked up some stuff for the vintage booth and for my Etsy shop. And I wanted to show you guys what I got. So first off, let's go shopping and browse the store together. And then I'll come back and show you guys what I bought. Now on to what I actually purchased. You guys, I got some really fun things, and like I said, I got a mix of things for my vintage booth. I have vintage booth in Changing Times in Granville, Michigan. If you are local to West Michigan, my booth is located at the Chicago Drive location. There are 2 locations. If you didn't know, one is on Wilson and one is literally like a quarter mile away on Chicago Drive. I am upstairs, the upper level, and come visit me and see what I have. And if you stop in, send me a little message and tell me what you found, what you thought was cool. But so I do have a little bit of a mix of like some newer items. I try not to source a lot of new items just because I personally prefer older items, but sometimes there's things that just kind of catch your eye that you're like, oh, that's adorable. Okay, so the first one, like if I find like just really unique mugs, I will pick those up. And I love how big this one is. It says coffee. I feel like I think I mentioned this before. I feel like coffee mugs are a nice kind of gift because you can like stuff them with fun things that are personal to the person you're buying for. I grabbed that one. I also grabbed this little sailboat. You guys, how adorable is this? And I knew it wasn't new, but I thought it was so sweet. And I looked in the bottom and it's actually Hearth and Hand from Magnolia at Target. And I think they do kids toys really well. I really love wooden kids toys. I feel like they last a lot longer. I feel like they don't quite get like as beat up as easy. And I feel like they're also I feel like they're toys that like you could pass down. Like toys that I had for my kids when they were little that I've kept for someday, not any day soon, but someday for grandkids. I kept all the wooden toys because I just think they laugh and I think they're so sweet and endearing. And so both those items will be going to the booth. The rest of these items, I haven't fully decided. I think it's gonna be a mix. So this one, I think I got actually 2 different shelves. These are gonna go in my Etsy shop. Cute as that. So like you can use it has like the little divot here for like a plate, so you could display a plate and maybe even a trinket like right in front of it. That would be really cute. So I got 2 of them. This one is a little bit bigger. It's got the same little slot, so you could even do like this. Like you can stagger them. I don't know, it could kind of be like a sweet little moment. So I'm gonna clean these up a little bit. There's a few little minor dings, so I'm gonna see if I have some furniture polish and get these cleaned up really nice and get those in the Etsy shop. Here's another item that I found. This one is already in the Etsy shop. So it's ceramic, and on the bottom it says Delft Blue, hand painted in Holland. So you can see that right there. Isn't that cool? So it's a tea jar, but it's the word tea in like multiple languages all the way around the canister. I thought this was so pretty. I love that it's hand painted. It does have like a little bit of, I don't know if you can see it, a little bit of pitting or chipping on the edge here. It's kind of hard to see. If you go on my Etsy shop, if you're interested, I do have better photos of the, oh, and here's the top of the little bit of like the little tiny chips, so you can see them there. So I thought this was cute. This would be adorable. I mean, one, literally for tea in your kitchen, or just like storing anything. I feel like you could use this in a bathroom if your bathroom was blue. I don't know. I feel like there's so many options for this. It's just great storage. I got this mug. Price is right over. I just got some of this stuff in the house. You guys, have been keeping so many of these things just in my trunk because I'm slowly going through everything and like organizing it and cleaning it and showing you guys. So I got this really fun mug. I think this one's like a little bit retro, probably from, I'm gonna guess the 70s or 80s. I know I looked it up, but I don't remember, but I loved the shape. I love the base. Kind of has like this pedestal base and then a really nice handle. If I had to guess, I would say this is hand painted. I was really hoping it was going to be part of a set, and I was really looking, like I went up and down the aisle probably 4 times hoping that I would find at least one more to go with it, and I didn't, and I'm so bummed. So I'll probably keep looking. Maybe I can find a match to it at a different thrift store. So got that little cutie. One of my previous videos, I showed you guys I bought a figurine, which I don't typically, like figurines aren't something, they're not something I gravitate toward, but he was so cute, and he was this little boy with his little paint palette and an easel, and I kind of shared with you guys that like we are really into crafting and being creative and artsy at my house, and so it was just very endearing to me. You guys, look it, I found a little girl. I had to get her. Okay. Okay, so 2 things. One, okay, I got her for a steal. Somebody got rid of a ton of figurines, and she was the only one that I really like, that I was drawn to from the collection, but I flipped her over and look at it. don't know if you can see this. You can't see that. It says $1.75, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll pay $1.75 for her. And I was all excited, like didn't even hesitate. I got to the checkout and the lady rang her up and she did not type in, she flipped over the bottom and did not type in $1.75. And I was like, oh, I'm really sorry. I'm like, she has a sticker on the back. I thought that was the price. And I wasn't even like saying like, can you change the price or anything like that. I was caught off guard a little bit because the price is significantly more on the bottom. And she flipped it over. And then I looked at her and I was like, the price on the back isn't your price tag, is it? And she's like, no. I was like, oh shoot, okay. And she's like, nope, I have to give you that price because that's what's on her, so I have to honor that. Like, it's just policy. I actually think it's the law in the state of Michigan. Once she said that, I was like, that's Michigan's law. They have to honor the lowest price on a packaging. So she changed the price for me, so I got this cutie for $1.75, and I kind of want to keep her. Of course I want to keep her because I want to keep the little boy too. But I have girls. Like I said, I have 3 daughters. Okay, the other thing though about her that like made me laugh, you guys, her knees. Okay, so if I did this and I put it up close, I feel like it looks like, I feel like her knees look like little butt cheeks. And it looks like her socks look like her pants fell down. And it makes me laugh, but I can't unsee it now, now that I saw it. So, and now you probably can't unsee this. So you're welcome. It I don't know, that made me giggle so much. Okay, this last thing that I got, I am very confident that these are handmade. They have initials on the back. There's just some initials. What does it say? LK. On the back. It is clay, but I don't know like the different kinds of clay. It's very like sandy. And then if you look on the top, it's kind of 2 different textures. It kind of reminds me of like a beach. And then there's a really fun, like something happened right here with the glaze that almost, I don't know, it really makes it look like a wave is like washing out, and it's like the bubbles remaining on the sand where the wave washed out. I don't know if you're familiar with that look, but I thought that was really cool. This came as a set, and these are just like little pinch pots, and they have the same little initial on them, and this one is kind of like a yellowy color, and it's kind of like unfinished here at the bottom, and then the glaze is on the side and the inside. And then this one is a little bit more matte. It's kind of like the unfinished at the bottom. It does have a paint on the side, but it's not like high gloss, and it's like a cream color here on the side with like this blue edge. I have no idea what you'd use these for. I thought they were really sweet. Maybe like if you were, I don't know, what could you use these for? Like a little condiment dish maybe. Like I feel like I could think of like more things for the top one, like even like a little salt, but you could do like salt and pepper if you want to do like a little pinch pot for salt and pepper. You could put some, like if you were going to do like coffee and have company over, like want to do something extra special, you could put like sugar in here with like a little spoon. If you're going to do maybe like a bread and a dipping sauce, like pesto or like the pesto olive oil. I don't know. I feel like that, I don't know. I really like them. Or you can even put them on your nightstand or your bathroom counter. And like when you take your jewelry off for the end of the evening and have a spot for your jewelry, and be able to separate like a necklace from earrings or whatever. I don't know. I thought they were adorable. I thought they were sweet. So that's all I got from this little haul. And oh no, I got one more thing. Okay, but I also need your help. Okay, so I got this magnifying glass. This is already in the Etsy shop also. Giant magnifying glass. I thought it was really cool. I don't know what kind of material the handle is made out of. Let's see if I can make it come into focus a little bit. There we go. I don't know, like I thought it was like a bone. I don't think that's right. Okay, so I don't know what the handle material is made out of. I did try to look it up on Google and it gave me a couple different options, and I really didn't feel confident like saying like this is for sure this, just because I don't know. So I'm curious if you've ever seen a magnifying glass like this before, and if you know what the material is this part of the handle is made out of. I believe that this part and the frame or whatever is brass. You guys, this is stunning. Like I said, this is available right now in the Etsy shop, so if you're interested. Okay, and I want to do something else fun. I want to start doing like a monthly giveaway because I think giveaways are fun. I find so many really cool, unique things. I thought it would be fun. Oh, say hi to Pepper. This is my dog, Pepper. And I thought it would be fun to give away a curated collection, maybe something that would go like on a little table like this, or like a shelf. I think she just plopped down. Maybe like a nightstand or like a shelf in your kitchen or living room or something like that, but a curated collection that all kind of ties together things that I found thrifting throughout that month, and then at the end of the month I'm gonna give it away to someone who is a subscriber and on my email list. So that is my plan. So if you are interested, hit the subscribe button and follow me here on YouTube, but then also I'm gonna put a link down below for my email list because I need a way to get a hold of you. So subscribe to the email list, and then at the end of this month in August here, I will pick randomly a name. I will email you and reach out to you and let you know that you have won the curated collection for the month, and I'll be asking for your address so that I can mail it to you. Throughout my videos, share with me like your favorite item so I can get an idea of what you guys are loving in my videos, so I can keep that in mind as I'm creating this collection. So if there is like an overwhelming amount of people who are like, I love handmade pottery, or I love that wooden shelf, or I just think that that shelf with like the mug would be so cute. Like, I would love to hear from you guys what your favorite items are from the video. So comment below, let me know your favorite items, and I will talk to you guys next time. Have a good day.